13. State Department. The formal intelligence organization of the Department of State began with the liquidation of the Office of Strategic Services. Quote, by an executive order of September 20th, 1945, President Truman terminated the Office of Strategic Services and transferred its Research and Analysis Branch and Presentation Branch to an interim Research and Intelligence Service in the Department of State. At the same time, there was established the position of Special Assistant to the Secretary of State in charge of Research and Intelligence. Acting Secretary Dean Acheson announced on September 27th the appointment of Colonel Alfred McCormick, Director of Military Intelligence in the War Department, as Special Assistant to set up the new agency. Colonel McCormick explained the work of the department's agency as mainly a research program. The intelligence needed by the State Department, he declared, is primarily information on the political and economic factors operating in other countries of the world and on the potential effect of those factors in relations with this government. He estimated that approximately 1,600 OSS personnel were transferred to State, a number soon reduced by about 50%. 2 offices were created, an Office of Research and Intelligence under Dr. Sherman Kent, with 5 geographical intelligence divisions corresponding roughly to the department's geographic organization, and the Office of Intelligence Collection and Dissemination under Colonel George R. Fearing, who had served with distinction as an intelligence officer with the Army. Colonel McCormick indicated that most of the work would be done in Washington, but that from 50 to 75 representatives with special training would be attached to embassies overseas to do particular types of work. As examples of the work done, Colonel McCormick cited the report made on the transportation system of North Africa, which was invaluable to the American forces of invasion, and a study of the industrial organization and capacity of Germany. Once created, the intelligence program underwent a series of revisions and modifications. For example, established as a self-sufficient intelligence unit on a geographic basis, the service was changed in April 1946 in accordance with the so-called Russell Plan so that the geographic intelligence functions were transferred to the political offices, thereby limiting the functions of the Office of Intelligence and Research to matters which cut across geographic lines. At the same time, an Office of Intelligence Coordination and Liaison was established to formulate, in consultation with the geographic and economic offices, a departmental program for basic research. The day after the departmental regulations making this radical change were issued, Colonel McCormick resigned on the ground that he regarded the new organization as unworkable and unsound, and felt that it would make impossible the establishment of a real intelligence unit within the department. On February 6, 1947, the original type of organization was reinstituted when the Office of Intelligence and Liaison was changed to the Office of Intelligence Research, and the geographical divisions were restored to its jurisdiction. End quote. While a variety of reorganizations have shaped the unit during the succeeding years, the Bureau of Intelligence and Research, which the component has been designated since 1957, is the principal intelligence agency of the State Department. This status, however, should be qualified. The State Department does not engage in intelligence collection other than the normal reporting from diplomatic posts in foreign countries, though it has provided cover for CIA staff attached to U.S. diplomatic posts. As one authority has commented, quote, the Department of State, since World War II, serves as a minor producer and major consumer within the new intelligence community, end quote. Holding status equivalent to that of an assistant secretary, the director of the Bureau functions as senior intelligence advisor to the Secretary of State, departmental representative on the U.S. Intelligence Board, and chief of the intelligence staff at State. Recently reorganized in 1975, the Bureau is composed of 2 directorates and 3 supporting offices. These are, quote, the Directorate for Research, organized into 5 regional units: Africa, American Republics, East Asia and Pacific, Europe and the Soviet Union, Near East and South Asia. 3 functional components: economic research and analysis, strategic affairs, political, military, and theater forces. And the Office of the Geographer. The Directorate is responsible for finished intelligence products. The Directorate for Coordination, consisting of an Office of Intelligence Liaison, Office of Operations Policy, and Office of Resources Policy, conducts liaison and clearances with other agencies of the federal government on matters of departmental intelligence interest, activity, policy impact, and resource allocation. The Office of the Executive Director, a support unit responsible for administrative functions. The Office of External Research, another support entity which encourages and contracts for non-governmental research in the behavioral and social agencies, and the Office of Communications and Information Handling, which, in its support role, manages sensitive intelligence documents, security, and operates the department's Watch Center for monitoring international crisis developments. Footnote: see U.S. Department of State, INR, Intelligence and Research in the Department of State. Washington, U.S. Government Print Office, 1973, pages 13 through 19. This is Our Hidden History.